The denial from Hayes is kind of a big deal. Smolder! Oh god, okay, so Bdd has been playing this very recently and finding a lot of success in solo queue. I thought it was kind of a meme though, but he's
due diligence to make sure there's no great teleport wards for Keen. There's also not the Kalista actually.
Okay, Beryl. So there's one player that's allowed to play Kalista support. His name's Carrier. But Beryl has done it in the past, but he's also played Ashe, and he's got a decent skin on this champion as well. I believe it comes from the World Championship of 2022, and so we're going to have the switcheroo on the bottom side of the map, and that is a lot of domination available here for KT.
Beryl did take heal for the lane. No exhaust, actually, across KT's composition, so it can be a big issue as we are lane swapping.
Yeah, and I believe he isn't. Yeah, he's going to get spotted. So they know that a lane swap is coming in. And Deft and Beryl now going to walk behind the turret.
Let's see how Perfect handles this as well, because a lot of this is going to be on him. Keen can try to neutralize this, but obviously topside will get less plate gold because of the half of a level off of that, essentially. Perfect.
Yeah, hopping on forward. And so Bdd probably pretty happy with that right now with a lot of pushing power in this mid lane. Smolder has gone through a bunch of different changes. Doesn't necessarily scale as hard as he used to as Deft. Not going to take any turret aggro, but is getting hit by the minions. He's only level 2, as now they're looking for the dive onto Keen. He's only level 1 though. That is going to be first blood going over to Pyoshik.
Stop their backs for a moment.
Yeah, Perfect is going to try and pick up the rest of this one, but Lehans and Pays are still here. So that dive coming through yet again. Perfect still level 1, avoids the Aqua Prison, but isn't.
He waits for a really long time. The hawk shot also doesn't see. Oh, saw the edge there. Maybe he just wasn't looking, and even still,
oh man,
this is really
heartbreaking because he knew. They thought that they'd done enough homework to make sure that he's going to be safe. Oh, and it's not quite enough. They still get the heal
there, so game state very close. This is the first mid Smolder.
Yeah, have that Mega Gnar, so that'll get a little bit of health back into the Gnar as Canyon moving in. KT not going to get caught by the Aqua Prison, as now Beryl going to have to flash.
Some stack value here, another Chu landing.
Yeah, just flapping around. And Trophy's just losing every trade.
And, you know, there's only one Halo Blades in here. The Kalista not going to opt into that this time around. Oh, Canyon's here, seen.
He is seen. Glacial Prison is going to go down as Fate's Call will be claimed. Beryl looks for the knock-up onto Canyon, doesn't find it, but that is just an R button wall, so that sort of gives away what might have been happening. As the arrow, the flash comes through, but the arrow is still going to land. Now the frost shot is going to connect. I think this is another kill, and Deft will pick that one up. But he's going to move himself away. Perfect already down towards that bottom side as Bdd flapping around this mid lane. He can call mom if he would like to. Decides that he does not need.
Clicking on Chovy. I just want to see the stacks. There's another arrow.
Yeah, going to be picked up by Chovy. Like you were saying, the volley going to connect there as well as Bdd wants to find a Q. And there it is. Flap, 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 and he takes him down. But it is a 1-for-1. Something that they will have been aware that Bdd has been playing as the culling is going to come down. Deft takes a lot of shots. And Beryl just demonstrating, yeah, I got a skin on the champion. I'm pretty good. As mom comes down, Chovy does a lot of work.
Horrible year for KT considering the advantage they had. Worst case scenario basically is,
Yeah, that's a pretty nice Captain Jack there from Deft as the arrow will connect. Deft gets the shield. He is going to go down, but will they be able to trade it? But Pays here as the teleport's coming in. Perfect makes his way down. Pays knows that he's dead. He's going to buy as much space as possible, but Lehans is also going to fall down. The Hypers are proccing, and this fish has nowhere to swim.
If GenG can contest the Herald, that looks like a done deal.
Yep, Beryl is on a ward. Perfect taking a lot of damage from the combo out of Keen. But in this one, I think GenG also will be pretty happy about it, as now Canyon looking for an opportunity. Pyoshik taken down relatively low. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. They are going to do exactly that. There's a flash forward though. The slicing Maelstrom just does nothing. Mom comes down and says, nope, get the heck out of here. Beryl's going to be shielded up as Pyoshik tanks as much of the culling as possible.
Great play from Pyoshik. Gets there, gets the smash.
His first evolution from Bdd as well. Look at him. Is pretty good oftentimes. They did manage to mitigate it last time around as Pyoshik gets the ultimate off. as they throw in the Glacial Prison. So no junglers with ultimates right now. Perfect and Chovy are fighting as Mum comes down, splits the team fight. And it'll only get worse as this game goes on.
Yeah, you get to 225 so fast here. Bdd gets low.
Yeah, and there is the slicing Maelstrom. Bdd going to be taken out. Keen will be traded as Pyoshik looks to get out of there. It's a 1-for-1, but a turret as well for GenG. They're trading up.
Soon.
And that Spear of Sojourn is also very, very close to being picked up as perfect. This could be an overextension. The rest of his teammates are coming down. That's a teleport to come in. Is now slicing Maelstrom onto the Gnar, and I think he is just dead. Does flash. Glacial Prison comes in, just barely misses, but Chovy has a rocket for him. 3,000 gold lead. 227. There it is. Yeah, looking for that angle. Bdd will be able to spot him. He can fly over walls as well. Actually, kind of an optimal Baron pit as well for him as Pyoshik soaks an ultimate. The wave does come in there as well as Deft is flashing away. Mom comes down, does a lot of damage. But Bdd not quite able to free hit this time around. He's got a decent health bar. You can see that execute threshold. But not
consider that, you know, if they do try to contest for Baron, he could TP.
All right, Pyoshik's going in. He wants to find an angle. There's the Nature's Grasp. Mom comes down, doesn't do a whole lot as the Glacial Prison is a fadeaway, but Deft is going to pick Beryl up. And Beryl wants to find Canyon. Know it, Arrow. They're going to use the Flying Dragon here to come out as Keen looks for it. Twisted Advance comes in. He's tanking the turret and he just goes down. Beryl's going to lock it up. And Keen waited so long for that play.
And he's on Baron. Now he's down Flash and Ultimate here, as well as his teleport. And Bdd is scaling, man. He's getting stronger. He's level 16 here. Look at the damage.
Yeah.
You can feel the desperation out of GenG and Keen in that failed play as they feel like they're running out of time.
Well, KT, they might do the KT thing and just start up Baron. That is precisely what they're going to do. There is a Canyon alive. Chovy down to about 50% here as there are volleys flying in. Pays looking for some of that poke damage, and so is Chovy. These rockets starting to hurt. Aqua Prison doesn't land, but the Baron just goes to KT and they'll exit.
Sole point here of the Ocean Dragon, or perhaps they won't, because Pyoshik, again, he has ult.
Yeah, he's just going to wander on in there. So we're not going to allude to that one.
Anyway, we didn't have to explain that replay because we talked about it before. Ult here.
Glacial Prison once again, but it's once again soaked by Pyoshik. Mom gets the big value, and that's a wallop. And that is just cat food. The Nami's not doing it this time around as Keen's going to get breathed on. Bdd not touched in this fight. And KT, they wipe down 3. They take it in a turret. Less and less. That Infinity Edge, that may matter.
Yeah, so it's not quite a package, but it feels like, you know, Amazon finally delivered on that one.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay, Mom comes down, splits the fight. Lehens and Pays basically out of it. The same excuses that Chronicler did in the debate. It's like they just abused a broken Smolder. As now Pays, yeah, he's going to agree with us on that one, but Mom is going to go wide completely. She was given the wrong coordinates, turned up the wrong school, but it doesn't matter because these Qs are just burning them down. This is the arrow connecting. They had to eat the Mikhails onto Canyon, and Pays in trouble. Perfect. I don't know about that wallop, but we might be able to find an ulti here as they get into the choke point. They all stand behind Canyon, and he is delivered. The execution from Bdd. But Beryl has a bounty.
Yeah, he has a bounty. He is sitting on a lot of lethality as well.
That is Keen needing to be Mikhail's himself. The Nature's Grasp comes down. Mom gets mad at Lehens.
GenG handle it well. Canyon going in.
Yeah, he is obsessed with hitting Pyoshik with these ultimates. I don't know whether it's working because Bdd's putting himself as a big target. Chovy's gonna go down. He just gets brambly smashed towards the team and eliminated. Pace, no health bar. Lehens, he has to go back. The base might be broken right here. HP, so I was close. I was only 20 health off. Once again, Canyon throws it at Pyoshik.
Bdd was in range, but there's just not great follow-up. Both Corki and Lucian are pretty low range in this play from Pyoshik. Man, Pyoshik is actually maybe going to steal the POG, man, with how he's playing in this one.
Stealing it from Beryl? Oh, not on my watch.
And that's the inhibitor turret gone. They don't get the inhibitor, but they are able to get the Baron off of the play regardless. And KT are living up to their peak form right now.
Okay,
they should be able to get this inhibitor.
Yeah, Arrow is going to soar through, but doesn't exactly find anyone.
Checking their flanks, making sure there's no teleport war. Look at all the control wards. KT doing their due diligence here to make sure Keen has no angle of attack.
Well, Mom is going to come down once again. She's just zoning. We'll get them out of there, and with the Baron, KT might be able to land this one. The ulti not going to land, though, from Canyon. We need their Smolder around as perfect. That was a little bit dangerous, that movement, but the Nature's Grasp does come on through. Great Mikhails, and it's Yoshi that's taking a lot of the damage. Good flash out there from Lehens. He could have been the pickoff, but now it's the teleport flank from the cannon, and he's going to get in there. Oh my god, but they just destroy him, and it's perfect. That turns the engage on its head. Death is dashing into everyone, but he's got a GA, and the Bramble Smash comes down. Chovy lying on the floor, and we've made fun of Death for flashing it in the past. This time, he's the one laughing as KT will once again ruin GenG's perfect season.
No perfect season for you, and it just feels like even though no one would say it out loud, we all believed it could be possible. KT with a 2-1 win, the upset of the season. Per season, and KT, they may lose to Pro, they may get dominated by Kwangdong, but they will beat the best team in the LCK, arguably in the world, with a 2-1 victory, with Bdd playing the Smolder into Chovy's Corki. Lehen shakes his former team's hands. Man, what a big upset, what a win here for KT, and now chance of playoffs going way up.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we were talking about the fact that taking a game was going to get them into contention. Taking the series, that's also looking pretty good. As that guy also looking pretty good, saying his man Pyoshik set it all up for him. And honestly, I'd have to agree. After they get completely decimated by Kwangdong Freaks, the Bros just abusing them. Right as they get eliminated from playoff contention, the Bros come back and they smack down KT. And then this man picks a baby dragon in the mid lane and just breathes them.
I'm looking at the crowd as well. A lot of the GenG fans upset. They've already walked out. They left. But a lot of the GenG crowd is actually erupting as well because I think everybody
absolutely
knows.
Insane. And there were so many of these team fights. Like, look at this flank angle for the cannon in this fight. It is nuts.
It broke our screens.
Yeah.
Oh man, so tense here. Cannon flank comes through. KT can't see it.
Yep. And then they know that it's going to happen, but they were able to outrange it.
And Perfect denies the follow-up from GenG so well. Pyoshik was aware of the possibility. He's able to lock the cannon down straight away.
My goodness, and Bdd was just so incredibly fed. Yes, Pace is able to take him down, but that's, look at Pyoshik, man, just losing his mind.
Look at Perfect. I feel like he's even got this weird smirk where he looks disappointed with his own performance, which he shouldn't be, especially.
I think he just doesn't know how to feel, and I think that represents KT pretty perfectly.
I love the smirk he's got. He's rubbing his head. He's like, he can't even handle the fact that he's won his teammate.